So welcome to our channel. We want to help those of you who are having issues with your CSS files and JavaScript files. Sometimes you test your website on an SEO score, and then you find out that there are dead files, CSS and JavaScript, and these files are redundant and they slow down your website speed. So if you don't get rid of them, your user experience becomes poor and you run into a lot of problems with search engines. So where can you locate the CSS files and your JavaScript files? And how will you get rid of them? You don't have to worry at all. The reason being that you don't have to know coding before you get rid of your redundant files, CSS and JavaScript. You need three things to proceed. You need to have access to your developer tools. You need to grab your notepad, and you must have access to your domain Cpanel. These three are necessary for you to get rid of these files. But in today's video, we are going to work on only the CSS file. Okay, so relax. After this tutorial, you'll be able to handle this aspect. You don't have to pay for it. There's one more thing we need to do before we do it on your own. Have us go into our Cpanel. So let's get started. You see, so the file we are handling now is a CSS file. Can you see at the top? As we mentioned already, so what we'll do is open your website. I'm going to write any of the pages down in a new tab on your desktop, you can see it clearly, or using your laptop. Now look at the file name. Point the cursor. Start from WP content. The browser WPU minify. Then top right figures NF841. Then access WP unify header. Then to 54. Drop into CSS. More tools. That is the file. Trace developer tools. We are going to trace this file into our Cpanel. When the developer tools is open, or you will again point the cursor to the three dots. This time it is on the window, the developer tools window that you've opened. The three dots is located at the top right corner. Again, go to more tools. This time click on coverage. Then come to the bottom part of the window or the developer tool that's open. Then push a wider space, push it up, and you will see click the record button. Okay, let it load. When it's loaded, you will see your CSS files. In fact, all the CSS files that are no longer in use are the ones showing in red. You see that the bar is longer, but the blue ones at the tip, at the end of it, that's what the system is using currently. So all these red lines shows a lot of CSS files that are dead, that are redundant, that we need to clear. So let's open this file containing the CSS files. That's the first one. So I've clicked on it. You see it has opened at the top. I'm going to drop the space wider. Let me create a wider space so you see how it looks like. Now grab your notepad, and this is where you'll be copying your CSS files, the good ones, and storing them. Now we're going to scroll through the CSS files and try to locate only the blue ones that are in use. All these red ones, we don't need them again. So let's sort the system and make sure that we get rid of the red ones by selecting only the blue ones and copy them. When you copy them, we'll paste them in the notepad. We'll copy them, paste them in the notepad. That's what we're doing. So I'm still scrolling. I'm scrolling through the files. I'm still scrolling through the files till I reach a point where I see the blue links. In other words, the blue CSS files. Yes, this the first one. So I copy from the HTML down to the last bracket down there. So copy, open your notepad, then paste it. Okay, when you paste it, drop the cursor 1, 2, then continue searching for the blue. You see there's another blue here. Okay, blue CSS files. These are the files that I use. So we copy and open the notepad and we paste it. We drop the cursor 1, 2 again. Then we come to the next CSS file, blue file that's below. See, okay, we copy from the top, the beginning of it, WP admin bar, then to the last bracket. Don't copy anything on the red. Don't copy even a character. Just focus on copying only the blue and these characters. Okay, the blue CSS link. These are the ones that the system is using. So we are almost at the end of it. We continue to copy only the blue files. As we said from the beginning, we are going down to the end of it. I think we have one more here. Let's copy to the end. So this is how we copy, and we grab our notes, our notepad, we paste. So after pasting it, we want to save it. Next thing for us to do now is to access our Cpanel and upload the file. So let's try to access our Cpanel now. So there is one more thing we need to do before we go into our Cpanel to access our domain. You see the file we are handling now, this is the file name. Can you see at the top? Okay, so what we'll do is that I'm going to right click and open it in a new tab so you can see it clearly. Now look at the file name. Start from WP content, catch WP minify, then these figures NF 841, then access WP minify header, then to 54 min.css. That is the file. So we are going to trace this file into our Cpanel. Okay, so now we are inside the Cpanel. I am using Namecheap, but the Cpanel looks the same everywhere. What we do is we go to File Manager. Okay, File Manager. When File Manager is open, please try to locate your domain name. Domain name in this case is affiliatejobsworldwide.com. When that is open, please go back to the file that we have opened down. You can see WP content. We are going to trace till we get to it. WP content is here. Open it. The next thing we look for, we go back to the file and look for the next one, catch, then WPO minify, catch stroke WPO minify. So let's go to catch. When we open, then we go to WPO minify. It's also here. Then let's go back to the file path again. We are locating the file in the Cpanel. Then we come to 165.660.89849. Let's see, it's here, right? So we open it. Then we go back to look at the path again. The next one is assets. Then let's locate it. Asset is here. We'll soon arrive at the file location. Then the last one is WPO minify header. So let's copy this one. Let me show you something. Let's copy this one. Okay. Then we use it to search among the rest. So you see, let's do Control F. Control F is here. Paste the file name we have just copied, the last part of it. So look at it. This ends with minify.css. This is it. the one in the deep brown. Okay, that's the file. So what you have to do now is to download this file. Okay, when you double click it to download to your computer, can you see it's downloaded? All right, so go to the file location. So now you can see the file is downloaded. You can see it clearly here in the download list. That's the file number 1. So now we open it. We are working with 2 files now. The one we have just downloaded from our Cpanel is a complete CSS file containing the dead files and the blue ones that we've just downloaded. The second one is the CSS file that we ourselves have copied. So what we are going to do is we will empty the one that we have downloaded from the Cpanel. Then we'll copy the content of the one that we have saved, the blue ones that we have saved. Then we will save them inside the ones that we have downloaded from the Cpanel. We are trying to keep the file name exactly the way it is as we have downloaded it from the Cpanel. We will just change the content with the correct ones. Then we will now upload it back to our Cpanel. Hope this is clear. So now we are back to our Cpanel. We want to upload the good file that we have prepared now. Let me repeat again. The file that we have downloaded is here. We have replaced the content with the good file, the selected blue ones only. So what we do with the one that shows here, the file that shows here, remember when we search it, it's highlighted in brown. What do we do with it? Please let us now delete it. Okay, let's delete this file. It's gone. What we do now, go to upload. Okay, upload at the top panel, go to select file, and your download files are here. Pick the file that we have prepared now, end with min.css. After it's selected completely, it says 100%. Then click on go back to home. Now let's look at the file again. If we have uploaded it correctly, we have uploaded it correctly. Everything is now correct, but it does not contain the red files anymore. It contains only the blue ones that the system is running. Again, all the red files are redundant. They are dead CSS files. They are slowing down your website. That's why we got rid of them. Now we have uploaded the blue ones that the system is using. With time, it will generate more red files. This is what you do from time to time to speed up your website. If you love this video, please go ahead, subscribe to it. I need your subscription, please, so that the next time I do a new video, you can see it first. Also, your subscription will help my video channel, my YouTube channel grow, and I appreciate that so much. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and feel free to comment below. Thank you very much for watching.